being very honest, nobody really wants to work with someone who is, nonchalant and just negative and just sleeps all the time. Let's be very frank. People are looking at me as if I'm still. Are you guys?
But after having a kid, I wanted to be real out.
Hello everyone, good day and welcome to Paul's One-on-One. My name is Rachel Isaac, and today we'll be hanging out with one half of the Theo duo. I'm talking about the first evicted pair of the Big Brother Titans show, the beautiful Sandra Essiene. Hey Sandra girl!
Hi, how are you doing?
You look great. You look amazing.
Sweet girl.
Tall glass of champagne.
Sweet girl.
10 over 10.
Minus nothing.
Nothing.
You feel me?
I feel you. How you doing?
I'm okay, considering, I can't be moping around all the time, but it is what it is, so I'm great. Positive energy. Let's go.
So how's it been since the eviction?
Yeah, that was just Sunday, right? Sunday in particular, I was really down. I was like, what the hell am I doing outside? But I just saw it from a different perspective. Life gives you lemons, you make lemonades. I'm even happy to even have had the opportunity, because a lot of people actually really went for that. And we was just 6 Nigerian girls out of everyone who auditioned. So I'm feeling blessed.
You did it, girl.
Yeah, I
did it. So let's talk about the reactions since you left the show. Has it been what you anticipated?
Positive energy, yes,
okay.
Obviously, but there is always going to be people who are gonna think, you're too much. And I don't. It's okay if I'm being too much. If you don't want to fuck with me, go find less. But this is my personality. Anyone who knows me knows that I have been like this since before Big Brother. So I can't tone down for you. I'm sorry. You gotta, get with the program or get out of the program. Regardless, there's still people who really love me and who really want to fuck with me. So
all right, so the Sandra that we know was the Sandra that was on the show, and I'm sure that we're going to be following your journey based on what you show us on social media.
Yeah.
So now I'd like to know the Sandra prior to Big Brother Titans. So tell us a bit about your background, all the things that you did up until Big Brother Titans.
The Sandra prior Big Brother Titans was an entrepreneur. I was actively managing 3 of my businesses. Fit Me by Sandra, which I've had for 5 years now. Private label, that's like 3 years now. And that's a bikini line. And Lux Cosmetics, which I just recently launched on my birthday, 28th May. But before that, I did biochemistry in the University of Port Harcourt. Came out with a 2-1 year. And I won Nigerian Queen in 2017. That catapulted me to like a point in my life where I actually really needed it. And before that, I used to do live band. I used to sing in Presidential Hotel in Port Harcourt for 4 years. And in between, since coming to Lagos, because I had to move from Port Harcourt to Lagos, so after my school. So when I came, I just started going into everything I wanted to go in. So I made my first acting debut with Kayode Peters in Lagos. Nice. I did some hosting, some red carpets, I started doing some skits with some really, really known people. And, basically an entrepreneur, I do it all.
What did you do, girl? Because
the hustle is real.
The question should have been,
what did you do?
Not what you did. So let's talk about your relationship with your family. Yeah. Have a good relationship with family?
My dad is late. Okay. I'm an only child. My mom is in there right now, so she had to come down for like moral support. I'm an only child, so I really I've not really understood the concept of loneliness, because I've always had something doing. That's why I had to put myself doing a lot of things that I had so many times. So my family is tight-knit. Me and my mom. Yeah. That was just both of us.
So how did she react when you told her you were going on the show?
She was the one who actually gave me strength. When I was going to the show, she was like, wow, you can do this. Wow, I'm so proud of you. And she still keeps saying, I'm so proud. I'm like, Mom, this wasn't the plan, right? But I get it. She's my mom. She came, watering me down, but I get it. She's really supportive. She is even the reason I started modeling, because I realized I used to do half-naked pictures, and I'm very free like that, because backstage when they're changing on a runway show, nobody has time to look at you. We want to get into the next designer's costume and start going. So my mom really gave me the strength. Like, she used to be the first person to like all my explicit Instagram photos first, and I'm like, if my mom can like my shit, all of y'all can just go away.
Sleep
yeah,
or something.
She gave me the confidence to even pursue what to get to where I am today.
Let's talk about being Nigerian Queen in 2017. What was it like being the winner of a pageant? I mean, it's different from being a video vixen and being an actor. This one, it feels like there's a crown, load on your head, literally. So what was that like?
That was something else I really achieved in my life, because that was me just moving to Port Harcourt. I didn't know nobody. That was my first pageant ever in Port Harcourt. I was like, okay, fine, let me just try this out. And I felt like I was strong, and it worked for me. My confidence worked for me, and I won it. But I was, as time went on, I was trying to juggle being a beauty queen and doing this, then being the girl I am, like the person I actually want to be. So it was kind of like, I like the opportunity, but if being a beauty queen, I'm not that proper. I'm not going to lie. I'm not that proper.
Right?
So it required you to be proper all the time, to be polite all the time. I really couldn't do that. So I kind of was waiting to hand over, because I couldn't wait, but it was a nice opportunity. Yeah. I'm glad that platform, gave me.
What were some of the things that you learned as a queen that still guides you till date?
Oh, I learned to think before I speak, because before I used to pop off, like even if I would just pop off. But I realized that, okay, people started looking up to me, young girls that wanted to be like me, and I'm like, okay, you can compromise, okay? It doesn't mean you're gonna stop being you, but you can compromise and be an example, a role model to someone else, because you had a role model too, and it really helps you. So it helped me, try to compartmentalize and say, okay, this is my life, this is who I want to be outside, this is what I want to show people, and it worked perfectly well.
All right, so let's talk about Big Brother now. Yeah. So I know you already said that your mom was like the motivation. She was the push, the kick that you needed to go on the show. But what exactly was your motive? What was the thing you wanted to sell, the brand?
Money. I first of all, I wanted this money. And I just knew that. I mean, I've been watching past Big Brothers. I know that the moment you step your foot in the house, it's a ripple effect from there. Everything just... So I just thought of like, you're into hosting, you're into entertainment, you're into this, you're into that. Try it. And I tried first, second, third, fourth time. It actually clicked. This was my first time auditioning, so it wasn't even that serious. And Big Brother was like, it was a dream come true. People who know me, I used to say, as long as Big Brother franchise is still going on, I'm going to be on that show. So I wish I would have stayed for a longer time, but it is what it is. But yeah, I accomplished my dream. Yeah,
so a lot of people are of the opinion that you being paired with Theo was one of the reasons you got evicted so early. Do you agree?
I've been always saying that I'm not going to switch up, but as time goes on, you realize also a lot of things. Even as much as Theo's personality wasn't like, good enough to like, I don't know, it was good enough for him, but it wasn't like, matching, mine. I also understand that us being paired, like both of us coming into the house that late on Thursday and us being paired together, we were the only unfortunate pair. If you can see it, every other person got paired with someone who was already been there on Sunday. So I feel like
fan base.
I feel like we were trying to push our fan base, trying to show ourselves, and then bam, they paired us together. We both came in the same time. So I feel like it was a recipe that was meant to fail from the start. I mean, I don't know, but that's how I feel.
Okay, so if you had the power to pick someone else to be paired with, who would you have picked?
Any other person.
But Theo?
I mean, people were like literally like this outside, like behind me.
Yes, so
I get that. That doesn't mean, oh, he's a bad person. It's just, there's people you work with that motivate you, that put you on your toes. Theo was not that kind of person. And I don't blame him. That is his personality. Probably he's more outgoing and jovial right now. But I also believe that probably if I would have tried better, because I really did try, but if I would have tried better to motivate him when he was sad and trying to lift his spirits, he would have, been better. But I didn't do that, and probably if I go back to the house, that is something I would try to put more work into.
All right, so you mentioned that from the way you sound right now, by the way, I can tell that there's so much more that you hope that you would have given us, you'd have shown us. So what are some of those things that we missed seeing in BBTitans house that you can tell us about now?
I'm a good actor. I act really well. I can really get into a role if I wasn't even playing a role in the house. And I can cook too. I mean, Jenny always took over the kitchen, but I can cook too. But I like, I don't like to cook for other people. That's why I really was like, okay. But yeah, and then I do like nice presenting. I really wasn't given an opportunity to like say words and, show how competitive I was. I mean, I did like probably just 3 or 4 games And you know, just my personality is like loud. I feel like I would have wanted each part to be noticed,
to be
but you
seen.
know, yeah, to be seen. But some parts got seen, I think, and I hope that's enough. And there's still more to see. I mean, the game is not over. We are on for a whole year, so let's get it.
Let's get it, girl. I love the energy. So if you were to switch your pair, like you and Theo, with another group in the house or another pair, what pair would that be?
Well, like switch them up for eviction?
Yeah, for eviction. So they say, okay, you know what, Theo and Sandra, you guys would have to go back in, but then you have to replace yourselves with some other pair.
Ourselves with Yalisa. That's Yemi and Yalisa.
Why?
That's the first time that came into my head, and they deserve it.
No reason behind it. It just
No
popped
reason
in.
behind it.
Like,
Yeah,
you're like,
just-
okay, that's it. So speaking of Yemi, a lot of okay, let's hear you. Let's hear you, because if there's something you want to say.
No, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to say nothing. I wish we could just skip that part, but you already mentioned it.
We don't always keep on the show. We want to know it all. We want to know everything. So rumors have it that you two had a thing before Big Brother's house. How true is that?
How
Were you
true?
an item?
No, we were not dating.
You were not dating.
We're not dating, but
Okay.
we're close. Yeah,
Okay.
like up till like.
Besties? You know
I
that
don't really
different
know how to
levels.
bestie. You know, I'm not gonna use that word. It's confusing. We were close. I think that's how I'm gonna put it. And we was just people that liked making money together. You know, created content together. We literally, like, this hustle was. We used to talk on the phone hours and like, bro, how far? Do you have this? Okay, I don't have. I know this person. We're trying to, you know, push forward. So I think that's up till like August or October. We were still chatting and stuff like that.
So what happened between that time?
I was focused on, you know, when the stuff came out, I was like, okay, fine, I don't want no distractions. So I just kind of like blanked the whole social media, just left everything. And probably he did the same too. So I was just happy, like genuinely happy to walk into that house and see one person that I know. And it was nice. He did well for himself.
Do you think that if you had leveraged or built on that relationship, it would have helped you stay longer in the house?
Stay longer? No. People would hate me more. Really? Yeah, because if I had gone into the house, like, wanted to be that girl, like, I come at him like, you know what's up, we was outside. If I was going to do that, he was going to be looking sensitive, because I read the room. Him and Kosi were having, and then I came in with blue, and he already started liking blue. So I'm like, okay, fine. You're gonna chill, I'm gonna flex. You know, I can be that person you come to advise. I mean, I like to be, you know, the G. But I didn't wanna, I purposely removed myself from that equation, because I didn't want to have him juggling me, juggling Ava, juggling Kosi. Nah, that's not me.
All right.
So.
Okay, so that's the you that I know. I kind of sensed something between you and Kosi. I don't know. Is there something there? Because you have to clear the air.
There's a
it has to come
friendship
out.
there. That's what I call
it's
it.
not friendship that me I saw.
No, the thing is, we're girls. We can feel the energy when someone is trying to mark our territory. Okay, and people are going off and like, oh, you say Kosi did not greet you. Kosi did. Everybody say hi to me in the house normally. But the thing is, people doubled back to me. You know, people came back and were like, okay, what do you do? How are you? Like, how old are you? Do you understand? I never knew anything about Kosi, and when she saw that, she did not double back or anything. I never had any discussion with her. It was just straight faces. That is why I said, yeah, she was giving me the stink eye. But apart from that, I always say she's a very competitive person. I like her energy. She's a sweet girl, and if she's open to have like relationships outside, I'm really open. I mean, I don't have any issues with her. Yeah.
All right.
We can make money together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's quickly go to the fan zone segment. On this segment, what we do is we read up questions that are from your fans, and you give answers to those questions. Okay. All right, so let's do it. The first question here is by James B. Johnson, 33. Okay. And the question is, what was your upbringing like, and did anything from your upbringing trigger your decision to go for Big Brother?
Trigger my decision to go for Big Brother. I wouldn't say it did trigger my decision to be more in my life, because I'm not a rich kid. I'm not one of those kids that used to have a pool in their houses. I used to literally come back, wash my uniforms, hang them, and then take ice creams to go sell, because my mom used to make ice creams back in the day. So, you know, I wouldn't say I started having a job. Like, my dad was late, and the first job I had was bartending when I was 16 years old. So I was really exposed to how men think at such a young age. So I think I was already sophisticated in that way. So I just wanted more for myself. So Big Brother, yes, but by then I didn't even know what Big Brother was. So I just wanted to do more. That's why I left Akwa Ibom State, went to Port Harcourt to do university, finished university, and then came to Lagos. I did all that moving myself. So yeah, it kind of motivated me to do more.
Okay, alrighty. And the next question is from Esther Odotayo, a Facebook user. The question is, why were you not happy to be partners with you?
If I'm being very honest, nobody really wants to work with someone who is, nonchalant and just negative and just sleeps all the time. Let's be very frank. People are looking at me as if I'm still. Are you guys?
Are we allowed to say anything? It's your question, so leave it to
So
answer.
I was angry initially, the outburst I had on Sunday in the evening, I had to go apologize to him because I realized how it looked. I was only all it for my feelings. I realized how it looks. It kind of like made him feel small, and I had to tell him, bro, that is not the case. I'm sorry if my outburst like making you feel like you're not good enough, but let's get it. But even at that, I was really trying. He's just that kind of person. Probably it was the pressure, or because a majority of people did not really want to fuck with him or mess with him in the house. He literally used to talk to like just two guys, and that was like out of courtesy. He was just stepping on toes, and it's his personality, but he's a good guy generally, because when we came out, we was kicking it. I'm like, what was this feel inside the house? Where was this pain I'm seeing?
Yeah.
And he's a good guy. He's really nice. I wish him all the best. Seriously, I wish he could come. I wish I could put him in my luggage and bring him to Nigeria, because he needs the media rounds.
Okay. That was interesting, and then I felt a shade, and then I saw one stray bullet somewhere.
No, there's no stray bullet.
You sure?
No. He needs to, be more expressive, which he was outside. And I'm like, so where was this person? He just kept telling me, people did not want to talk to him. I'm like, I literally got around to everybody. Whether you talk to me or not, I'll bulldoze. That's the kind of person I am, naturally. I don't wait for doors to open. I crack them open and I move forward. So I'm like, if he was just waiting, because he was sleeping all the time. So it's kind of your fault. But outside the house, probably you can do a lot better for yourself, which I know he can, because he's an artist. And he's a fine boy. Yes, Theo is handsome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's just give it time. Maybe something will come out from this. Maybe. Okay, so that's how much you can take from the fans in segment. Don't forget, guys, that if you have questions, you can let us know. Drop it on any of our social media platforms at Pulse Nigeria 247. Okay, Sandra, so before you leave us today, we'd like to know, you do a lot of things. You're a video vixen, you're an actor, you're a model, you're an entrepreneur, you're a fashion designer. There's so much that you do. But what is that one thing that you'd like to be known for now that you're out of Big Brother's house?
I would like to be that girl that owns an empire that consists of a whole lot of things. I want you to walk into my outlets for Fit Me by Sandra private label, and then you see everything you possibly it's kind of like a Kylie cosmetic thing. Everything you need, from facials, everything any girl uses on their faces. I'm even thinking of going into beauty care too. And so
come on.
Yeah. So I wanted to be an empire, that girl that has this, that has that. I want to actually even have my own reality television.
So let's speak this into the universe right now. Let's speak it into existence. What would this empire be called?
Oh, I haven't thought about that.
Sandra's empire?
Sandra is kind of like, but if you heard the mogul, you would know that.
Come on!
You know it's me. My name doesn't need to be there,
I love it.
But you hear the mogul, you'll be like, that's it. Who is that? Is that a man or a woman?
Like that. Yeah, I love
Names
it.
like that,
I love to say. Okay, so what is the next step now for Sandra?
The next step is going into as many hosting jobs as I can, red carpet, movie premieres, whatever is gonna make me ask, who are you wearing and what are you wearing? And I'm gonna go into acting too, like full time. I wanna break into the Nollywood and hopefully Hollywood, because I know I got some good thing going on with me. And then probably do vixen for a lot of A-list videos and celebrities and artists, and mainly expand Fit Me by Sandra private label and Lost Cosmetics. I want to have branches in Lagos, in Abuja, and Dubai, stuff like that. So
all over the world,
all over
baby.
the world.
I
Let's
love
travel.
it.
Let's get some
That's
money.
the energy. So before you leave us today, because you've been saying I'm a great actor, I'm a great actor, I'm a great actor, say. All right. So me, I'm from Akwa Ibom State, but I cannot speak that language for anything.
Mbok for what?
For
what? So
what we're going to do right now is we're going to try to converse in this language as much as we can. So let's just do something short.
Yarika.
Sisters, talking about the situation of Nigeria right now
so,
for 2 minutes.
So
I'm Nigeria at this point.
I'm Nigeria. Ebo presidential this thing in ada cook kit. So speaking of that, mbok punye PVC mbok kake vote. Kake vote. Vote wo se for Yemi ya ba ke bomo young about ado leadership because traffic in Ekpon ke Lagos on me. Unpo ne song Jesus Christ. Lydia so me dey rice fun. Me dey on rice aba is costly.
For any baga.
So for any baga. Akoyi baga. You got money yesterday. That's like
that's what I'm trying to say. All right, thank you so much, Sandra. It's been amazing having you. So just as she said, get your PVCs and vote for your favorite candidate. And that's how much you can take on Paul's one-on-one BBTitans edition. My name is Rachel Isaac. I've been hanging out with Sandra Essiene. See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.